The Marvel Universe, as in the comics, not the movie universe, is full of all sorts of characters, and their power levels, if you will, range wildly, just depending on who you talk to, what arc they're in, what they're meant to be, and so on and so forth. It can honestly be hard to go and determine who are the strongest of the strong, especially in regards to the heroes themselves. So allow us to show you the most powerful Marvel heroes of all time. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel.
Just a reminder about our new giveaway. We're giving away the new iPad Pro or the new iMac Pro. The choice is yours. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple.
Number 10. Scar. When it comes to children in the Marvel Universe, they don't tend to happen that often for various comic-related reasons, which is why most times there has to be a dimensional time jump or an alternate reality crashing in just to make it happen, which is exactly where we find Scar, an alternative universe Hulk who is the son of, well, the Incredible Hulk. Scar hates his father, and that is a key element of his story. But what separates him from his father, aside from his epic sword, is that he apparently has more power than his own father. Now, while this can be debated for various reasons, the results speak for themselves. He once fought the Juggernaut, who is incredibly powerful himself, and with a single punch broke his armor, which technically shouldn't be possible, and then sent him flying into space. Now that should give you some context on just how powerful he is, and while he hasn't been around recently because of various reboots and multiverse shuffling, if he does come back, look out. Number 9. Odin. When people talk about the Norse gods that inhabit the Marvel realm, most immediately go to Thor because he's a member of the Avengers and he is played by Chris Hemsworth, enough said there, but let's not forget that for the majority of Marvel history, his daddy, Odin, was the Allfather. Thor is the current Allfather in case you didn't know, and for very good reason. First and foremost, he's been around a lot. As recent comics showed, he was apparently a part of the first ever Avengers team from many thousands of years ago in Marvel history. What's more, he is a master of combat and magic. His spear is said to be able to pierce anything, and he has the Odin Force, which allows him to not just be immortal barring a wound, but see the future and endure incredible hardships. Now, if all of that wasn't enough for you, he can also apparently absorb all of the power of all Asgardians into himself to become an even greater Allfather. Now that just about sums it up, right? Also, never forget, he has beaten Thor down and even stripped him of his powers in the past, and that right there really says something. Number 8. Hercules. Heading now to the realm of the Greek gods, Hercules is not just an incredibly strong character, but one that is specifically stated to be the physically strongest character in the Marvel Universe. In most contexts. Again, it's complicated given Marvel's history and such. He once pulled the entire island of Manhattan, which weighed 99 billion tons. Aside from his great strength, Hercules is also able to withstand cosmic blasts from Nova, and is able to survive in space unaided. Now, this doesn't mean that he's invincible, as he's died multiple times, and he's a bit of a blowhard and drama queen, but when you need to get something done, he'll do it and do it well. He is a constant ally of the Avengers for various reasons, and he's saved numerous lives over the years that honestly can't be counted because, well, there's just so many. So while there will always be debates as to which gods are truly stronger, Hercules is easily on the list. Number 7. Sentry. Here's another tricky one because you could make the argument that Sentry isn't so much a hero as someone trying to be a hero while also hosting one of the greatest evils in the world today known as the Void. Yeah, I know, it's complicated. But long story short though, Sentry is the Marvel Superman, complete with the overpower power set and ability. But he's also incredibly bipolar, and that makes him incredibly dangerous, especially with the Void as I mentioned earlier. Sentry has battled Hulk to a stalemate, and he has literally frightened the entire Avengers roster with his power. So don't screw with Sentry, he'll make you regret it. Number 6. Thor. In terms of raw strength, you could argue that Thor isn't the strongest one there is. However, when you throw in the power of his mighty hammer Mjolnir, as well as the various godlike abilities that he wields for himself, well, you find yourself on a different category of power. No matter what timeline or point in time Thor is in, trust us, it does make sense, Thor is mighty, very mighty. Just his hammer alone is enough to go and wreck whole worlds. He's proven that time and time again. He is also incredibly clever in combat, and has even stated in a recent comic that he could take on the Phoenix Force and win, albeit at the cost of his own life. So that's a stalemate, but hey, still dang impressive. Thor is the heavy-hitting tank of the Avengers, and if you step up to him, he's gonna strike you down. Number 5, Silver Surfer. One of the biggest fan favorite characters ever, the Silver Surfer was originally one of the heralds to Galactus himself, but eventually would side with the Fantastic Four and Earth in order to fight alongside the Avengers and other groups to save their world and others. Now the Silver Surfer wields the power cosmic, granting him superhuman strength, endurance, and senses, and the ability to absorb and manipulate the universe's ambient energy. This puts him on the level of several heavy hitters within the Marvel Universe, including the Hulk, and even going toe-to-toe with Thanos multiple times. Plus, while riding on his surfboard, he can travel well past the speed of light, which, believe it or not, is not a rarity in the Marvel Universe. He's a trusted ally and friend, and if you're in his crosshairs, you're in trouble. Number 4, Hulk. This one will be a little controversial, especially since we stated earlier that Hulk's son Scar is, well, stronger than his father. But here's the thing. You see, in recent comic arcs, it's been noted and shown that Hulk is just, well, not on a level that you can name. Seriously, he's overpowered to a fault, and that can make things very tricky to gauge in terms of his strength. For example, he has a level of power called World Breaker Hulk, where he can truly shatter whole worlds with his power. Then there is the Immortal Hulk, where after a death or two, the Hulk discovered an even more terrifying level of power, to the extent where in one case he was captured, dissected, and then his body in full-on horror movie style broke out of the jars that they were kept in and reformed around the person that captured him, killing them instantly. His power is so insane that it's been stated that you can't truly kill him. Even killing Bruce Banner doesn't work, because you'll survive without him, or just bring him back to life so they can continue to do what they do best: smash. Number 3, Captain Universe. While not the most popular of heroes, Captain Universe is one that cannot be ignored for a whole host of reasons. Captain Universe is the physical manifestation of the Unipower. Once it possesses a host, it grants immense power for the purpose of protecting universal balance. Captain Universe is very usually childlike in nature, but when the captain gets serious, look out. Seriously, Captain Universe can do all sorts of things within the realms of her or his power, and the Avengers always try and keep an eye out on the host that it's inhabiting, just in case, something goes wrong. Plus, remember, its purpose is to protect universal balance, and that's kind of hard if you're not strong enough to do that. Number 2, Jean Grey, Phoenix. Now, we have to put some caveats on this one because we could literally take this in so many directions. So let's start with some history. The Phoenix Force, as it is known, is a powerful cosmic entity and the prime universal force of life that takes on various hosts, most frequently Jean Grey, Rachel Grey, Scott Summers, Emma Frost, and even Professor X. It single-handedly defeated Galactus. It can absorb energy, including the life force of a being or the energy of a sun. It is a burning fire that almost literally cannot be put out, and when in the hands of a powerful host like Jean Grey, it can be used to wipe out whole civilizations, which is exactly what it's done in the past. Jean Grey on her own is an Omega-level mutant whose telepathy and telekinesis is second to none, but when infused with the Phoenix Force, it's another level of power and fury. That is why so many fear the Phoenix Force, because every time it arrives on Earth or amongst the stars, things happen, and rarely for the best. Number 1, Franklin Richards. Remember what I said about children in the Marvel Universe? Well, Franklin Richards is one of those exceptions. Franklin is the son of Reed and Sue Richards, and believe it or not, he's a mutant. Confused? Well, the event that gave the Fantastic Four their powers was because of radiation, and that caused mutations in their genes which they passed on to their kid, or at least in this case to Franklin, and oh boy does he have power to spare. He is so strong that he's an Omega-level mutant, which is infinitely rare. He has the ability to warp reality and control the fundamental forces of the universe. It is said that his power equals that of the Celestials, which was recently proved in the rebooted Fantastic Four comic, where Franklin's power was literally used to recreate the multiverse after it had been... Okay, long story. Now granted, right now it appears he's depowered, but we don't think it'll last for long, and everyone will be looking out for Franklin Richards when the time comes.
Just a reminder about our new giveaway. We're giving away the new iPad Pro or the new iMac Pro. The choice is yours. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple.